Oh yeah. Yeah. That's nice. That's the way I like it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good. Feeling real nice. Oh yeah. Almost there. Oh, hey. Yeah, it's not what you think. Sanding my wood. Got a little baseball bat. Gotta get it prepped. Feeling nice. Really smooth. You gotta polish that pit. Don't want to neglect it. And if you've got your mind in the gutter, if you can think of a better way to sand the mini baseball bat, you let me know. Okay, so today we're going to be working with the rotary to do our first project with the rotary. I'm going to do the little mini baseball bat. And the rotary setup, we got a motorized platform here that you can space the rollers in different distances so depending on the diameter of the object you're engraving. With the ball bat here, we're with the smallest setting. And then there's a second tool that actually comes with the RA2 Plus or RA2. This actually supports the weight of a longer item than this can support, and it's fully adjustable, so you can lay your engraving piece on here and you come out toward the end of your piece. I don't know if that's in camera or not. There we go. And then you can use this to raise and lower your object. And where is my level? There it is. Okay. And it comes with a nice little bubble level that you lay on your object and balance it precariously on a little rounded piece like this. Then you can adjust here to bring your engraving surface to level. We've got that. Put our bubble away so we know where it's at this time. Next time, you need to bring in your laser. Center it at the highest point of the circumference of your engraving piece. Actually, you need to do that with your kickstand for setting your height. I've already done that. Checking, we're good. Now that the height has been set, you set your laser at the top of the diameter. Then you prep your file for engraving. You want to test your frame. Okay, that's why you test. I don't have the rotary tool set up, so we're going to come back to show rotary tool. Now that was a frame if I was engraving on a flat surface, and we're not. Still flat surface. Show rotary. Laser tools. Rotary setup. Enable rotary. Okay. 2 boxes we got to check. Alright. Done. Now, if this is correct, the laser should not move in an X and Y or in 2 axis, just the one. And then the bat will roll underneath it. There we go. And that looks good. Let's see where center. Right. So I've got the laser set to the center point. So right there would be the center of the logo I'm going to engrave. And we'll move it down just a little bit. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. Now, it's just a matter of running the code. Safety first. And start. And start. Now I've got my speed and power set at 65, and that'll be 65 millimeters per second. And the power is at 70% of the laser's capability. Now I've got the speed set really low. The laser's capability, I believe, if I recall correctly, is 160 millimeters per second. So I've got it a little less than half speed. That's because I've seen instances where people are using this rotary tool and they try to move it at a faster pace, and you can accomplish the same degree of burn by increasing the power at a faster pace. However, you open the chance for more slippage on the rotary tool, and if that bat was to slip on the rotary, then now the whole image is ruined, your whole piece is ruined. Okay, so we got somewhat of a finished project here with my little baseball bat. And this is the Noggin Knocker. There we go. Noggin Knocker. Recommended for ages K through 12 and strongly recommend frequent use. But as you can see, it's not a very impressive piece of wood. It's all bleached out, and yes, you can just put stain on it, but then you've just got a solid stain, monotone looking bat. It doesn't have any character. That's the word I was looking for, character. So how do you add character with minimal effort to a bleached out piece of wood? Pretty easy. Fire! Now you don't want to just set it on fire like you're going in a campfire. You're going to use the heat to accentuate the wood grain and add character to your woodwork. Be it a bat or any piece of wood you're working on, this technique will work. But you want to practice it a few times with something that you don't want to ruin, because if you've never done it, you'll ruin it. And I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this from the camera angle so you can see what's going on. Let's try this. Now this is a piece that was scrapped. You can see the extra markings on it. That's why I'm able to do this here and show you what you want to try and accomplish. It takes a fine touch. You got to get close enough, but not too close. And different grains are going to react quicker and differently. It doesn't act uniformly with the bat. Don't forget the tip. And also, you want to be aware of your finger location. I got that too dark, but I'm going to show you how you fix that. Now this will get warm to the touch, so you want to be careful. You're playing with fire, literally. So now you've got a piece of wood with a lot more character on it, but it's not uniform, and you can see a couple places I got a little too hot, if there's a such thing as being too hot. But you can fix that. Little 300 grit sandpaper. So that really dark overheated spot for my liking. And you just get a little sand. Now this is something you're doing not as your final finished product, but something to add character to your piece so that it's accentuated underneath the stain and the finish that you put on there. It helps bring out that wood grain that you're trying to do and accomplish with the stain. But the stain doesn't always give you that look you want by itself. Boy, it's hot. And the friction is adding more heat to your hand, so gloves are not a bad idea. Hot. But anyway, you sand. This is scrap. Then you can add your stain to it. And I used just a natural stain because I wanted to keep the look that's created from the natural wood grain. Kind of boogered that engraving up a little bit, but let's see, here we go. Frequent use on ages K through 12, highly recommended. It's the Noggin Knocker.